Hey, Lisa here, Front Row Promotions. How are you all doing tonight? Welcome to Front Row Promotions. And I have my guest, Teresa Lynn from Rebel Heart Entertainment, joining me tonight in the interview. Hi, Teresa. How are you?
I'm doing great. How is everybody else?
Awesome. And welcome to Front Row Promotion, our guest tonight, Dead Empire. How you guys doing?
Woo! Good, guys. Doing real good. Thanks for having us.
Good. So tell everybody where you're from.
New Zealand.
Wow. All the way from New Zealand to Front Row Promotions. Show some love.
That's right.
Put two C's and combine them. There we go. Show some love. Very cool. So I always like to start off the show with telling us what the band's name. Can you explain like who came up with that and what that's about?
Well, yeah, I guess I'll take that. It's always hard finding a band name, but I'm a bit of a historical nerd, and I came across this general's thesis talking about when certain aspects of civilization break down and everyone gets obsessed with opulence and celebrities and all that, it gets referred to as the Dead Empire. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's there's a bit more to it than that, but yeah, bit of a history buff. So yeah, it's kind of how it came around.
Okay.
And a million other names. You know how long it takes. It's like got to be cool.
I just love the positivity, and it sounds great.
Sounds good. So how long have you guys been together? How did you all form together to make Dead Empire?
Great job.
Well, I moved here about 4 years ago, and I think these guys were in previous bands together and stuff. And I kind of was looking for a opportunity to play with an original band, and kind of saw some of these videos of the old band that played with Milky and Kane were in a band called Northman, and previously Kane and Matt had been in a band called Dakota, so everybody kind of knew each other, but I was the new one to the group. So I met Matt, was the one that put a post on the Facebook Musicians Wanted page, and I answered, and the rest is history. We were jamming a little shed at a farm and just barely getting the hang of some of these songs and stuff, and we just kind of built on from there. But I think most importantly, we just never really gave up on this idea, and we've just been putting along, practice once a week and get gigs, and we've been just going at it since. So I think within like a couple months, maybe a month, we had already had a booked gig. So we were real fresh, real green, and came out and did some of our songs and played a little set at one of the bars there, and just addicted to the rush of playing on stage and writing music.
There you go. That's perfect. Awesome. So at what point in your life did you say, okay, this is what I want to do? And if someone inspired you to do that, who was that?
I guess I've probably been around music my whole life, being that my family was real involved with, all of our family functions and stuff was all the uncles and cousins and everyone jamming. I got tucked into playing the bass, and it was like, if you really want the work, you get a bass. It's there's so many guitarists and singers, and everybody wants the glory. But if you stick it out, spend a little money buying a bass rig, you could start getting you some gigs, and that's just kind of how I started, just more like in the blood, and kind of stepped into that position.
Awesome. Next, who wants to answer? We all got to answer these questions, every single one of you.
What was the question? Why were you here and when we started? Well, I was like that little kid that used to do little shows at home, and I'm from a musical family as well.
Nice.
And then it just grew and grew, and at the age of about 10, I started playing in bands.
Awesome.
Haven't stopped. Yeah, love it.
Very cool.
I fell in love with a a live drum kit behind you while you're singing and belting stuff. Tribal.
Cool.
What about you, Matt?
I started playing drums when I was about 12. Self-taught. And I just found it always fun just beating things up.
It's such a beat
But my dad was a drummer. I picked up drums. I haven't got the finger dexterity to play guitar, so I can hold a stick and hit it. So
There you go. You know what fits right for you. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, for me, I was always playing guitar from like quite a young age, but no one in my family was musical. But I don't know. For me, it's seeing that song "Remains the Same" from Led Zeppelin. You know, just watching that and going, "Holy hell, that's it! I want to feel that kind of feeling." And yeah, it never stops since then, really.
Awesome.
Bit of a Jimmy Page, man.
So, what point in your life did you know that you wanted to be a musician? So that was a different, like this is the you guys have been together, but what point in your life did you said, like, okay, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
Yes, it is kind of that moment, but you don't think it ever is going to happen. You know, it's in New Zealand, it's hard. It's one of the hardest industries to do. I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to play music and feel that feeling, and I never really thought beyond that. You know, to get even this far and doing podcasts has been amazing. You know, it's
started off as a hobby.
Yeah, it starts as a hobby. You don't think it's going to grow to this aspect because it's having too much fun. You know, it's creating something original.
To get out of the house.
And there's that.
Absolutely.
But no, it's been amazing. It's been so cool.
That's awesome. You guys?
What about you?
What about you?
Us?
Yes. Yes. Everybody's got to answer these questions. Yes.
Sorry, we've just driven 4 hours in a car.
Oh, I can understand. So you drove 4 hours to get to a gig, and they're doing an interview before they're going to get ready to play. Now that's amazing.
Out of the car.
That is amazing.
Show some love. Woo! All right.
What was the question again?
At what point in your life did you realize that you wanted to do this? That you wanted to become a musician?
Mine was being around family again.
Yeah.
All of my uncles and cousins played guitars and sung. So
that's amazing. That's cool.
That's cool as.
Lucky.
Yeah.
And then you chuck a little bit of Michael Jackson in there, and then you see some big superstars on TV, I guess, and you're like, wow, that's cool.
Yes.
I want to be just like Shirley Bassey.
Yeah, sure. And then you discover desert rock, and that's all you want to do.
Awesome. How about you, Trace? You have any questions you want to throw into the mixture?
I do. What are some of your influences?
Shirley Bassey.
No, I'm a big kind of I do like the Tool sound. Big fan of Tool. I love like Mars Volta, like Zeppelin. A lot of kind of early 70s rock, 60s.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm more desert rock, a bit of everything really. Like just taking all the amazing influences that I can.
I think all of us as a band listen to different. All of us listen to different music.
Yeah.
Like you're just listening to gangster rap these days, and you've got Machete, and you've got Kandi. Whereas Matt, our drummer, what are you listening to?
Smooth jazz.
Smooth jazz. Yeah. We all, as a band, listen to different music. I think that's important in a band, especially if you're creating songs together.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what? You just sound like that one band that you're all listening to. I figure.
Exactly. That's what I was wondering why your influences are, because listening to your music, it doesn't sound like anything else that I've heard. So I can tell that there's different influences being pulled in different directions. So I really like that about your band.
Sounds like Dead Empire.
Yeah, that's a pretty good strength just to be able to that. Oh, who do you sound like? sound like us. You know, it's
Absolutely. I can't put my finger on like, oh,
Yeah.
they sound like this person, or wait a minute, do they sound like
Definitely.
that? No, they have the sound of all their own. Yes,
So when we
that's who
first-
you are. Mhm.
When we first started gigging, we the first couple of comments that we got were, "Oh, you sound like this, but not. You sound like that, but not." But they could never pick a band that we sound like. So that's kind of what drove us over the last couple of years.
Good feeling.
We created our own little niche sound that nobody can kind of pinpoint. Oh, you like these guys, or you like those guys. It's like,
Absolutely. So you be unique, be who you are. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, we don't do cover.
So, any more trees?
Yeah, I have a couple questions for you guys. As far as like influences, I know that you mentioned like Led Zeppelin and some things. What do you feel like separates you away from the other bands? Like, is it your live show? Is it your music? Is it a combination? Like, what do you think is setting you aside right now from the other bands that are out there trying to make it?
It probably is that combination, but we give it depth. We've like we did 32 gigs last year. It's just been go, and just for the love of it. And but there's that trying to create something a bit different. It's to make something a bit strange and unusual, not so predictable half the time. You know, because how many songs did you hear on the radio and you know exactly where everything's going to fall and when it repeats. And, yeah, you kind of get bored of all that, and that's like, I enjoy the type signatures and playing with a lot of mood, and and just allowing the creative process to grow and not to try and stifle it or go, it has to sound like this. This one's, it's all over the place. It's a big process, but
then you cross
it's
that.
a combination.
Cross that with our live act. We're really high energy. So
yeah,
if anyone's in Napier, New Zealand tonight, come out. Paisley Stage. It's going to go off.
Absolutely.
Plus, we're really
See
committed. We're really committed to playing gigs and practicing, writing new material, recording, keeping up with social media. It's a lot of work to do other than just the actual playing gigs. It's organizing. It's tons of stuff that we have to put work into to make to build ourselves. I think that's what kind of separates us apart from these other bands, is not only just commitment, but just the willingness to say yes to these gigs and to just dig deep and do these things that need to take us to the next level.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it takes a lot, and people don't realize just how much musicians, what they go through and what they have to do to make and sound and give you that perfect sound for them to come out and enjoy music. You have the electrical, you have the loading, you have the setup, and you have all of that, and you just have to make sure everything's running. They don't realize what it all takes to make it happen. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys. I really do.
we appreciate you.
I do. I support and we love you guys. Absolutely. Yes.
Awesome.
Support that live music. I mean, they want to come out and see your show, but they have to realize if it's $5 or if it's $10 cover charge, don't throw a fit. Pay it.
Yeah,
realize what you guys had to do to get there. So yeah.
Need gas.
I wish people would understand that, but
I do too. I wish
they're
they
like,
could.
"Oh, $10 cover, we're gonna walk away," and it's like, "Oh man,
Yeah.
$10 is too much for a hardworking band, I guess." But
$10 is the price of a beer here, so they're turning down a 2-hour set for the price of one beer.
Yeah.
How
Right.
crazy.
Look at it that way. They're going to spend that money in the beer, right? Why don't you just pay that damn cover charge?
Yeah, right.
That's right.
Come enjoy the show.
Yeah. If you guys weren't there, I mean, if you didn't pay the cover charge, you wouldn't be there to give them something to listen to and enjoy.
We are the atmosphere.
well, the culture is a little bit different here too, because when I used to play gigs back in the States, they would send the tip jars around and that would get full, like $200 sometimes. And then like over here, it just doesn't happen that way. So you can't really rely on that kind of stuff to help out,
Right. I understand. So, where did you play in the States? I'm in Maryland. We're both, well, I'm in Maryland and Teresa's in PA.
Oh yeah, I'm from northern New Mexico,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
kind
Nice.
of close to Colorado.
Cool.
But
Very,
yeah,
very cool.
it's got quite a good music scene out there because the culture's different. It's a different style of music. It's it's kind of our own staple of music there that I kind of grew up listening to, and it's just a little different than a lot of parts in the States. I mean, the States is so big, but just to have that cultural influence is like pretty huge. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, talk about the new song that's out, Dead Empire. I love that song. I play it. It gets in my head. I'm walking around singing it. Like, So tell us about the style of writing that you guys do. Did you all write together, or is it just one person? And, tell us about that.
The giant soup.
We all right.
That's good.
Yeah.
There's some love out there, Trees.
yeah, absolutely.
some of the songs that when I had already entered the band were already semi-written, and this was the first chance that I got to put my flavor onto it and say, this isn't something that I've heard like past songs that they had. This was a brand new song that they actually wrote when I started. So like that really was like my breakthrough moment with these guys, was to like contribute some sort of like creative bass lines to help, rather than just saying this is a song that we already wrote, here's how you kind of learn it. It was like, let's write this song together. And this was pretty much the first song that I was able to contribute some sort of creative parts of the process.
Awesome. I love that, the fact that you all collaborate together and make it a joint. Yes, absolutely.
Like I've been in
Say it
other
again?
bands, and when one person has too much control, I really notice in other bands I've been in, it doesn't last forever. Everyone gets pissed off because they can't put in their own creative input. That same old story, you want to. I think that's why I do this. To release whatever is on your mind, and it feels good.
Absolutely. It's good. And that one little idea can go to something that he said, and then you can twist it around to make it something else, and you all put it together, and then you have a nice apple pie, and there you go.
That's it.
Well, that's the way I like it. Because there's so many ideas that even if I write or have a part of a riff, it's the end result is something that I would never expect, and the input of the other guys, it's like, wow, this is amazing. You're totally right. That does sound way better, or that fits way better. I wouldn't have done that. Rather than coming in as that unfishy guy going, yep, it's what you do, it's what you're singing. And no, that's not really a creative process, Like this growing little organism. It's how it should be.
There you go. Yeah. It's better to have more ideas than just have one and then get stuck in between the writing process. And then you're like, wow, I need something else. And you have more than enough to go around, and you can share it.
So, yeah, too many ideas almost.
Absolutely.
Some of our songs have fallen into place. One practice or one sound check, for example, we wrote the song on the way back from a gig, and we were playing it live about 3 weeks later, whereas other songs we've had riffs and it's taken about a year to find that magic for it.
Yeah.
And now we open all the shows with the same song, so each one's got its own growth cycle. Some of them fall into place, some of them take a little bit longer to mature. But definitely magic flows when it does.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard.
Awesome.
So
the next. What did you say, Trees? I didn't hear you.
Tell us about the progression of the
I missed it.
where you want to go.
Oh, no, we're good, man.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah. Sorry, what did you guys say?
I said, how is the progression of the band? Like, are you planning on coming to the States? Like, where is your touring planning on heading?
Yeah. Working with our label, Curtain Call Records, they're gearing up to get us over in the States mid this year. They're still organising and pushing airplay over there and podcasts like you guys are doing. So pretty much getting us known in the States before we go. So
Absolutely.
Playing to more than
Awesome.
4 people.
Very cool.
Yeah, Curtain Call is really, really helpful.
Woo! Awesome. Let's get you noticed. Yes.
Sorry?
I said there is talk of Sturgis Bike Festival and a few other bits and pieces floating around, but we're just waiting on confirmation.
Sweet. Uh-oh.
Oh, there.
Cost and change.
You guys hear us? You're good? You're late?
Yeah, we hear you.
New Zealand's such a small country.
Okay.
I think we've covered a lot of ground here on the North Island, so we're trying to expand, our network here, and maybe look at, of course, the States, but maybe some Australian stuff too, and just try to broaden the, our audience really.
But we're keen to play house parties, bar mitzvahs, like you name it.
Yeah.
Joel can tap dance. Joking, Joel. No, but our plan is, we're getting the label's just gearing it all up. So we might see you guys up the front row, yeah?
Yeah, that's the only way to.
That's the only way to see a show is where, Trees?
In the front
row. That's right. That's the only way to see a show. The only way.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Trees, keep it going because I have to take care of an issue.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you mentioned Curtain Call Records. How long have you been with them?
Since August.
August of 2023?
Yeah.
Okay. And how's that been for you? We have a great relationship with them. I can't say enough about Curtain Call Records.
Yeah.
Oh, they're freaking awesome. They've been like the fact that being able to get signed and have the opportunity is pretty, face melting. It's
Well, we met you guys.
Yeah. It's given us a little bit more credibility, and then getting our sound out there. So their distribution's working, and it's all positive. It's cool.
no, they're lovely guys. Man.
Do you guys plan to go to Japan at all?
Everywhere.
We'll play anywhere.
The universe told me in 6
Where the
months.
ones you're coming?
If they have a bar mitzvah happening over there, I'm keen.
In Japan. There's a Japanese rabbi I once talked to, and he's running bar mitzvahs out of Japan. It's illegal,
Yeah. Have you gentlemen noticed a difference, like in the music scene from New Zealand compared to like the States?
Yeah. You guys in the States love your outfits.
Like, we look at other bands that are under the Curtain Call sort of curtain, and I notice they're all dressed in leather and stuff, and I don't know, down down here.
What's going on?
Hey, bro.
I know that
Hi,
guy.
Teresa.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, I just talked to these guys.
I spoke to you about an hour ago. What are you doing?
Hi.
How are you?
Oh my God, it's Dead Empire. You guys finally get to the place, or what, man? Did you finally
Speak up, Brian. You're really quiet.
Did you finally get to the club?
Yeah, we're at the house we're staying at now. We just arrived, literally.
Okay.
What time does
We're
your
back
show
in the-
start?
Sound checks, load-ins at 6:30.
Yeah.
Okay, it's your show, not mine. So go ahead.
It's okay. You can talk. Teresa, were you finished? Did you have a question? Did you finish your question?
Yeah, we were actually, Brian, just talking about you and Curtain Call Records and them signing with you.
That was
and have
perfect
a
timing.
conversation with you. Yeah, it was like perfect timing for you to stop on in. And we were just talking about the difference between the music scene in the States compared to New Zealand. So that's kind of where you came in at. Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. So, if you had someone to open for you, who would you want to open for you guys?
Brian.
There you go. Now, Brian
Hey,
plays guitar. You play drums as well, or is it just guitar, Brian?
I play guitar.
You play guitar. Awesome.
When you hear when you hear my CD, you'll know it.
Okay.
You'll want me to open up.
There you go. There you go.
Done, Brian.
Yes. It was made in 1996 and 1998. We have two albums, but you know, it is kick-ass, and you guys would want us to. Actually, we would be headlining. You'd be open up for us.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
There you go.
Listen, man. We open up. With 7 Dust. We hung it up with 7 Dust. So, and Stuff Mojo out of Atlanta. So, you guys wouldn't be able to hang, but as an opening act, you guys would warm up the crowd great for us. Now you're my band in business.
This guy.
You're my band in business. I'm going to make sure you're heard. But I'm glad you want me to open up for you. That'd be great.
Yeah, man, you're coming down now. You're on the ride.
As long as you don't have,
drive the bus.
Oh,
you can just have the duck open up for you.
Taylor Swift could open for us.
Now you're gonna have to tell the story about the duck.
Cool socks.
Yeah, you got you.
Was that Pac-Man?
Ask him about
Duckies.
Hey Lisa, ask him about the story about the duck.
Oh, duckies. I thought it was Pac-Man.
No,
It looks like Pac-Man. Oh, they're cute. I like it. Yes. I have Pac-Man. I have Pac-Man's spandex pants. I was just wearing them the other day.
Nice.
I love Pac-Man.
What's up with the
So what do
duck?
you guys?
They want to hear the duck. Story.
To go, the North Lane came and played a show here with the Waxstar touring bands. So there's about 7 bands played, and I rocked up there in a full matching duck tracksuit onesie thing, and had a giant inflatable duck, and proceeded to crowd surf dressed in a matching duck outfit.
Oh my!
On said duck. And then the band obviously then grabbed. They weren't crowd surfing on it, and then I made them sign the duck, and I've got the duck. It's now beheaded because it died at the scene, and is mounted on a board at home. Probably signed like a taxi.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's legendary in the Dead Empire. In the Dead Empire camp. Also,
Empire. I love it.
Also, what's legendary is Mr. Kane over there. We have him. He always lets everybody know what the bathroom looks like. He does he does
toilet reviews.
The toilet reviews, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
I do. You know how you do your little post before your band goes up.
He does the toilet reviews. So ask him about those. Those are legendary. Everybody wants to know now if the toilets are great.
No, without band, you know.
Minds have to know.
When you're in a band, you've got to be on social media. That's the corny part of it. But I just got sick of doing normal posts. We going, wow, we're going to play here tonight. It's going to be amazing. Come along. So I just started doing posts showing them the bathrooms and the toilets telling everyone they were clean and tidy and they should all come along. And people are starting to ask us for our toilet reviews. I'll show you guys the toilet for tonight's gig later.
We got a nice toilet, huh?
It's going to be amazing.
We got a nice toilet over there.
Shower in the toilet.
Yeah,
We have a shower in the
So it's just a full piss take that everyone picked up on. Yeah, get it? Piss take? Yeah.
You guys all get on social media, or is there a certain person in the band that has like that job?
Oh no, all of us, we all have a turn. Everyone needs to use the bathroom.
We all got to check it out.
Yeah. I'll show you guys later. Jump on.
Okay.
Okay. I want to see this picture, and I'll post it. It'll be a special edition on Front Row Promotions.
Yeah, we'll mention Front Row Promotions and Curtain Call Records, and I'll go flush.
There you go.
Go, tell them about your toilet.
My toilet? I got a nice toilet.
We've got a shelf on the back for activities.
Yeah.
Flushes every time.
Even when it's
You guys have toilets in America?
They're a little different.
They're full of water.
They're full of water, yeah.
I don't get it. When I went there, I was just confused.
And they have little handles on the thing like that, not on the top.
Anyway, we should talk about music.
We're talking
Yeah.
about toilets. How did it get on that subject? Oh, that's right, the ducky.
It's my fault. Yeah.
Thanks, Brian.
It's okay.
Brian, we're on a roll there, Brian, talking about our actual music.
Yeah. Then I had to bring up the duck.
Recording this.
It's all
Are you
Matt's
wearing
fault.
pants, Brian?
Brian, are you in the bathroom?
No,
On
I
the
did
toilet.
that. I did that before. Yeah, I did that before our meeting.
Yeah, so music's
What
good.
are you looking forward to in 2024? Like, what's your biggest outlook, or what's your biggest goal for 2024?
Having Brian open for us, man. Play a massive show in America.
Yeah.
Yes. Come to Maryland and PA. Absolutely.
We're
Tell-
gonna try to
tell
get
Brian.
them. We're gonna try to get them as many places as possible. We're gonna have them come over and have them in a great festival, Bike Fest festival
Awesome.
Yes.
Sweet.
called Surges.
That'd be so cool.
Right.
But yeah, main goals this year is to get in and finish tracking. Get album
Actually,
material
it's
sorted.
2025, but
Get more singles out there. Making a music video and stuff. Doing all the boy band stuff.
Yeah.
Working out dance routines and shit.
So yeah, we're about to record, and our goal would be to massively play in America to all of our new songs.
I
Absolutely.
would love to see you guys come here. Absolutely.
Me too. Tell them a little bit about what you do, Teresa.
yeah, she's one of the booking people
Yeah,
I've been talking to.
I actually own Rebel Heart Entertainment, and I book bands on tours, either weekend tours or, the whole week month tour. And I book in PA, but I book the whole way out to almost the West Coast. Not
Nice.
quite there, but the Midwest. So that's what I do. So a lot of what you guys are talking about, some of your frustrations and things like that, I completely understand because I deal with them too. So maybe that's something that we can work together, with Brian or whatnot, to get you guys some things in this area. Yeah, that would be great.
Yay!
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we want them to come over and kick ass in many places as possible.
Absolutely. We got to get them over here and kick ass and play this music. Everybody's going to love you.
Yep, and they're gonna love the duck too.
Really appreciate your help. That would be epic.
Yeah.
Have you guys had any crazy fan stories yet? Like where
That's
a
a good
fan has done
question.
something really,
Yeah,
where
Brian.
someone's done really nice or someone's done something really crazy yet.
Fan
We're currently staying at a fan's house.
who's feeding us drinks
Yeah.
and food, and that's pretty cool.
Oh,
We're getting from fans helping out, making us like wanting us to stay at their houses when we gig. Right, really, just it's pretty. New Zealand's pretty cool people for friendly and helpful, and they're really helping out. Yeah. Crazy
Awesome.
But
stories.
yeah, crazy stories. I don't know if we had any crazy fans.
Yeah.
Nothing suitable for a podcast.
Yeah.
Close off. Where are we going?
Okay.
Well, at our shows, we quite often get the whole crowd up on the stage with us and hand out tambourines and maracas.
Cowbell solos go down.
I've learned over that time that you've actually got to be careful because some drunk fans or punters, you can't actually get off the stage.
Yeah.
Next thing, I've lost my job. And,
Yeah.
So we've had
That's
crazy nights like that. It's fun.
Yeah.
Man. It's all fun.
Can't beat a good cowbell solo.
But nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
Have you had? Go ahead.
Sorry?
I'm done.
Oh, have you had any like crazy actions from like crazy fans that just
Like
What
running
is
with
like-
scissors.
that wouldn't like get off the stage or like jump up on the stage and you like act nuts?
Yeah, I had
No,
one.
that's normally Kane.
Yeah, I was
He's
about to
normally
say that
all over the
it's-
shop.
Kane takes
or
the cake
jumping
on
up
that
on the
one.
drums and shit.
I get really
Spear tactic
excited.
me.
Jump on the bars.
Yeah. I get excited and shit just takes over. Yeah,
Oh
that's me.
shoot!
Yeah, he's the crazy fan.
I've been spear tackled mid-set a couple of times by Kane.
I had one guy, you know how if you're singing on a microphone and you're being a super funky rock star and you sort of hand the microphone out to the crowd for them to sing.
Oh
One
wow!
guy just grabbed it
Yeah.
out of my hands and started singing really badly and I couldn't get the mic off him. Luckily, one of our fans punched him in the head and gave it back. That was pretty funny.
Woo!
And involving the crowd.
Lights out.
and suddenly they
Talk
take
about
over.
incorporating the crowd.
Crazy though, that's our live show. Honestly, I'm not talking this up, but every other band we play with, they're like, "What?" Our whole band, you don't know what's going to happen to the point where the boys on the instruments are even doing crazy stuff. So it's really entertaining.
Yeah.
And we have no plan; it just happens. It's energy. It's really good energy. Peace.
Right.
You need to get this out
No.
live because that's where our magic is.
Now, do you have do you all do like can you all play each other's instruments? I know it sounds kind of strange to say
I
that.
can play every instrument really badly.
Oh shoot.
Oh,
Shoot. Oh my lordy. So
I
okay,
think
so
Matt's
aside
right.
from
We can all-
music,
we can all play our instruments, but yeah, I think each and every one of us is in the right spot to actually sound good. Yeah, is that the right answer?
It is on the goal list to be able to swap halfway through and do something on a different instrument and then swap back, but I ain't got no time for that.
so how do you care or cope with crazy schedules? Like when you're on the road, how do you cope with your crazy schedules and hustle your
station
life
coffee.
out? Say it again.
Gas station coffee.
Gas station coffee. Okay, all right. That helps. That helps. Yes.
It's work. It's like it's a whole leaving, home. Like I've got a partner. All the boys have got partners, and sort of like disappearing for the whole weekend to gig, and that's a
Yeah.
job. That
I
to
got
make
you.
everything sweet. Yeah.
Well, I work at one of the best music venues here in New Zealand. So I'm kind of living it up too. That way, when I enjoy my job, I get to meet musicians, I get to work during their shows, I get to meet promoters and that kind of stuff too. So that's like really where I wanted to be as far as like work, is just being in the scene and that kind of stuff too. And that's led to some opportunities for us to play there as well, and to open for some big bands here. So yeah, it's as far as the music goes, that's pretty much what pays the bills as well.
Absolutely. Like if you guys weren't musicians, what profession would you be?
I'd pick up gynecology.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Joel,
Well, I have a bachelor's in teaching, but I did not really want to do that. So I'm glad I moved to New Zealand and got away from that, because it's just crazy now, especially in the States with school shootings and the politics of underpaid and overworked. And I did it to get my student loans forgiven, and I'm just glad I moved here.
There you go.
Oh, teachers, yeah. Nobody wants to teach. It
sounds like being a musician.
Yeah, but music's fun.
Nothing's changed, man.
Yeah, teaching is kind of hard, and yeah, that's just sometimes it's kind of weird. Have any of you taught anyone how to play an instrument?
Yeah, I used to get guitar lessons a little while ago, like almost 5 years ago now. But that's it's nice to be able to get some paid from it, but if you have like 10 students, one might actually be listening and practicing, But yeah, it's different to teach. I agree with Joel. Teaching's not as fun as actually playing the instrument,
Right.
playing all that band. I'd rather do that. I'd rather be a muso than teach.
Hey, Lisa, Teresa, do you think that Milky looks like Keanu Reeves?
Like who?
Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yes, I can see that. Yes, Keanu Reeves. Yes, I can see that.
Right. That's probably been the best thing about his girlfriend cutting his hair.
I think I look a little bit like Shania Twain.
He had some killer hair.
I remember the video. Yeah.
Shirley Bassey?
Yeah. Just the hair.
Oh, wow. And your hair was real long, too. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Look at this. Look, Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
Joe and Milky had, have the longest hair, and what do you call it? Milky's girlfriend had to cut it.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a catastrophe. We all mourned.
I annoyed her, and then she just thought enough is enough. I'm going to teach him a lesson.
That's the whole running with scissors.
There's your hair. Okay, you still have it.
Don't run with scissors.
Now
We all mourned for a month. Now, Joel's got to represent now. Joel's got to represent. He's the only one that has the hair.
There you go.
Almost
Almost
it's real. People don't think it's real.
Almost.
Being where he works, he's like the PR of the group.
Okay. Does it go down to your belly button? We're talking about hair. What shampoo do you use? I use Aussie. What's your shampoo? Let's take it around the corner. Take it around.
So we're covering toilets and hair care. What's next?
Toilets, shampoo. Oh my God, getting hair done. All kinds of stuff except for our music.
What nail polish do you guys use?
So you guys talked about the new album, or what's going on?
Yep. We mentioned earlier how we're tracking at the moment. In the next few weeks, we're going into the studio.
You guys are gonna play a new song tonight at the gig, right?
Oh, sweet.
Hell yeah.
all right.
That would be cool. Awesome, awesomeness. Yes. Dead Empire.
And
then we're currently
did Ken
just
tell
about
you
to
about
attack
the
music video.
Did Did Kane tell you about the megaphone that he uses besides singing?
No, let's hear about that.
No.
You guys need to jump on our socials. There's videos of us live. I use a megaphone for the different sounds, like that full megaphone talk, and I don't know,
Nice. Yeah.
keep it interesting. Yeah.
I like
And I just think
megaphones. I like
probably
making
one.
noise. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's our live
And
show. Our live show. Keep it.
as I was reading, is that you had something about the Battle of the Bands. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Matt.
So 2020 and 2022, we entered the New Zealand Battle of the Bands for networking purposes, and took out third on both occasions and best drummer on both occasions.
Yeah.
So that's New Zealand wide competition.
That's cool. Gave us really good recognition. Got us noticed a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Really
Absolutely.
And we scored the best drummer 2 years running.
Yes. Absolutely.
Don't
That's
tell them.
awesome.
Hell yeah. So that was cool. And that was fresh. We kind of,
pretty green.
we actually did it just to network with other bands, and we went really into the competition thing, but we cleaned up. We did really well.
Yeah, we didn't know the scene as well. We were really in it.
Yeah.
Met some cool people. Really cool bands that we still gig with regularly.
Did some drugs, got some more tattoos. Joke.
No, he's not.
You've got no
My goodness.
tattoos.
Oh,
We had such a good time. It's cool. Yeah.
So, okay, so if anyone has, they're just starting out and they were looking for some advice, what advice would you give them?
Do some drugs and get some tattoos. Milky, what advice?
Oh,
Advice to do.
it's so cliche. Just keep on practicing and just
Turn up
give
every
it
week.
depth. Like, get outside your comfort zone. Yeah, you have to be willing to put yourself out there, and it take a while to break down that wall, but you just gotta break that kind of stage nervousness. The nerves are just a nice tingly feeling, rather than getting stage fright or anything like that. But
Yeah.
get a good bunch of guys, become a brotherhood, and then just all to give it depth. Always support. Have each other's backs. And,
But give it 100 because they can see straight through you. You've got to give it
If you're
100.
on stage
fun,
and you're not
have
having
fun.
fun, it shows.
Have you collaborated with anybody? And if, whoever you collaborated with, would you like to elaborate about that?
We have plans for a got our song Buckley, and we do have a female that's going to sing a slightly modified version of it, so that it's the female response to the original song. So that'll be a collaboration with Ghana from a band that we play with, Unify, down in Gizzy, and that's going to be happening soon.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, she posted a really cool acoustic cover of Where You Found Me. She did kind of like a split screen thing, like where she filmed herself in two different parts, and she did all the harmonies and the guitar parts, and it came out really good.
Nice.
By ear.
She figured it out by ear,
So these are other musicians that are digging what we're doing to the point where they're playing. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We were told at one gig that we're definitely not shit, so we kind of stick
That's
to
a
that.
compliment here.
Yes. Anything, Trees?
The question that I have is, not to keep getting into the States, but I'm really anxious for you guys to get here.
Yes.
But what do you think is the most difference between like how you make it in the industry overseas compared to how it is like in the States or Japan or, one of the other countries.
We don't know. We haven't made it yet.
I guess
Well,
I
you're
can
on
speak
your
on that
way.
just because I've played in the States before. But yeah, it's just kind of a different ball game over here. I notice like a lot of the bars and the venues here, they're really like trusting, and they're like, if you just call and say, hey, I got a band, can we book a gig? They're like, yeah, sweet. Whereas in the States, they want the demos, they want your numbers, they want to know all these things before they book you. So it's really like back, I guess you could say, in this area where you could just, I found it real easy to start booking gigs, and we were meeting people right away. And it was like off Facebook, people that I never even met face to face. I was like, hey, how's it going? I'm in a band. Can we get a gig? And they're like, yeah, easy as that. So plus,
Yeah, it's definitely
a lot of
different in the States.
yeah, and a lot of the stuff too. Like we played 30 some shows, and we didn't organize any of them.
Wow.
Just jumped on board with whoever. We're putting on a show. You guys want to come play? And we're like, yep. We don't ask details. We just say yes, and then we figure it all out later. So a lot of the gigs we got on were just basically just jumping on with other bands. We never had to organize our own stuff. Of course, we like to bring our own gear and set up our own things, but there were really just mostly, probably 90% were just bands that were wanting us to play with them. So I can imagine the possibility is when we start booking our own tours and we're the ones asking people to open for us, it's getting to that point now where, we could start up and really just start pushing our own stuff rather than just jumping on board.
But we keep getting asked.
But we keep getting, yeah.
They take
It's
our
like
songs. Yeah.
The gig tonight, these two bands organized it, and we're like headlining it because they're just like,
Wow.
you guys want to play? We're like, yeah. And then, oh, well, you guys
That's
go last.
amazing.
Like, we'll make it all about you guys.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's kind of weird in a way, but yeah, it's just different, like, just different vibe.
We're killing
We're
it.
doing something, right? Yeah.
Super cool.
Mm.
They
It's a lot less
booked
effort
it
for us.
and
when
you're
they just
headlining it. That's amazing.
yeah.
But I don't think you'd have that
So
credibility.
aside from music, what do you guys do in your downtime? Like when you have crazy schedules and you're doing date after date, what do you guys do in your downtime? Like how do you just kind of throw that away and become who you are?
The 12 string.
What do you say?
What's downtime? No, just kidding.
Oh, what's downtime? Oh, shoot.
I surf. I like surf. That's the best thing to do in your downtime. Yeah. What about you, Joel?
I don't like sharks. Stay away from the water.
You tap dance, right?
Tap dancing champion.
You say tap dance? Okay.
No, but pretty much downtime's anything to reading, to blobbing, playing a little bit of video games, but
We play music.
yeah, play music. So it's almost the same thing. When I'll pick up my acoustic guitar and just play songs.
That's very cool. Like
Yeah.
before your shows, do you do anything, any kind of like exercises, or is there certain type of like breathing exercises or things that you eat or drink, or what do you do prior to a show?
He keeps it alcohol.
I go surfing. All I do is surf.
No, we talked about like having a routine, like a group huddle or something, but usually it's just
Running around.
no. You just when you're about to set up, the energy and the nerves come, and you're just like, yep, okay, I want to play. So it's more just the nerves and the excitement setting in, really.
We're waiting to get stagehands and a proper green room so that we can just turn up and play. But at the moment, we're having to cut gear and do it all ourselves.
It'd be nice to be able to sit down for like half an hour and just have that nice little playing, warming up space. But
we do it at some of the venues. But yeah.
No, that's cool.
You guys go over the structures of the songs, like your formula when you write a song.
We don't
No.
have a formula. Just happens.
Milky will come in with a cool riff.
Yeah, I'll
Matt
seem
will
to have
cool
a
drum
couple
beat.
of riff ideas and variations of it, and then just hand it to the boys and give them my little blueprint of it, and then there might be some lyrics, and then we all kind of just come together and put all the little puzzle pieces around it. But yeah, it's usually once I know if there's a riff that I hear the guys humming after I've stuck in their head like an earworm, that's when I know I kind of have something to build on.
This is that talk from earlier, how some songs happen in a second and other ones take 2 years, and suddenly you find it. Brian, you understand, don't you, from being in bands? You kind of can trip over a really good one, and then another one can frustrate you for years.
Yes.
But I enjoy making things a little strange. Like I like the time signatures and taking away like a measure over here and then adding it in on the next time. Or so yeah, just almost to keep them on their toes, so you don't expect what's happening next. Everything still kind of sounds new, not just becoming tedious or feeling like you've heard the same song for the fourth time. Yeah.
And I think song structures, you love to mess it up.
Oh no, I like to be complicated.
Don't do a 4, do a 7, then a 3, then a 1. You know what I mean?
Although I always overthink, but somehow I think it works.
We've got a couple of songs that don't actually have a proper chorus,
but they work, and the crowd love them.
Yeah.
So breaking the normal.
So out of the music that you guys have and that you've written, what seems to be one of the favorite songs of the crowd so far? Have they pulled into one?
Buckley, Where You Found Me is going pretty good with like you can actually see people singing it in the crowd and stuff.
Yeah, hearing people sing your lyrics.
That has to be an amazing feeling, seeing them sing it along when you play. How do you feel when that happens? That's amazing.
I was dumbfounded when I first heard that.
It's hard to play drums while crying though.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I hope I don't fuck the lyrics up because they know them more than.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It's pretty unreal actually when you're hitting like a venue and they're singing it back and you're like, how do they even know the words? You haven't played in that town before. That's a pretty cool feeling.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So that means we must be doing something okay if strangers are learning the words. It's pretty cool.
Or you're driving around at night and it comes on the radio.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
That's a weird one.
Mm-hmm. So we're on the major rock station. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've picked up on one of our more
That's
ballad
very
songs.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah. That's quite a cool reward.
Who's the main lyricist in the band, or do you all write the lyrics?
It's Soup.
Well, we might have an idea or a concept to work on it, but again, everyone just chips on it, and then it's like, does that work? And I switch that. How about this? No. And then we just chat about it in the band and go, no, okay, that was really cool. Yeah, and just working on syllable count. So it really is a soup. Like everyone is free to jump in and give their 2 cents, and it's the better way, in my opinion. I'd rather have it where, rather than not saying anything, it's like just put it on the table, try it. If it doesn't work, now you know. And,
what do you like most about being a musician? What's your favorite part about being a musician?
The being on stage, playing live. When it's just that feeling, nothing beats that feeling. I think after playing like Toe to the Street, when we played one of the biggest crowds that we've had, that's the Dead Empire videos that night, and just it's crazy.
So if you jump on our socials, there's a full edited video of our live set for Dead Empire, the new single, and it's called Dead Empire. You should be able to find that on there.
Yes.
But just getting lost in that feeling of, I just close my eyes. Like it's half the videos I'm doing that, and the images I've just got my eyes closed, and it's place, basically heaven. Just sitting in that happy point, going, oh, I could just die now and everything's great. Just completely free. You know what I mean?
We've got a gig tonight. You can't say that.
Well, then I'll be a real rock star.
So what's on your bucket list that you definitely have to do that, I've got to do this? What is it?
Quit my day job.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And just musical fun thing with these guys. It's awesome.
No, bucket list would just almost be able to travel and tour and go and see the world and play. Like, being able to do it for a living, really. Not having to have a side job that can be just being able to put all my time and energy into making music would be incredible. And like session work or whatnot, or anything like that. Just be able to do it and dedicate all my life to it. Fancy making money.
Arena.
Absolutely.
But yeah, just being able to do it for would be the best thing ever.
You guys must have the same thoughts. Having a full-time job and something you truly love.
Yeah, tours.
Well, for me, I do love, so it's not really a job per se. I mean, it is, but they always say if you love what you do, you'll never, quote unquote, have a job.
Yes.
And that's so I understand what you guys are saying. Like, I feel the same way. I love what I do. I wouldn't want to work in any other industry than the music industry, personally.
Yes, this is the best.
Adult entertainment would be up there, but
What do you say?
Matt, you
Can you repeat what you said? I did not hear you.
The adult entertainment industry would be fun too. That's what the drummer thinks. His name's Matthew, and he's fit and healthy. He's tested, and he's ready to go. Music industry's hard too, though. What did you say? Job if you love it, but sometimes it does feel like a job, especially when you're carting musical equipment around bars and.
That's the only problem.
Up in the morning.
Plugging it in, setting it up, tearing it down.
Yeah.
Lugging it up the flight of stairs.
Oh my God, I can imagine.
It's all for that 2-hour slot of what Milky's talking about, letting go and releasing
everything.
The
Completely free.
Yeah, epic feeling.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You guys ready for some fun questions?
Yes, let's jump into that. Some fun questions, and then we'll let you go to get to your gig. You want to start off, Tracy? You may start.
You start.
Okay. So if you guys were in a hot tub time machine and you're setting the dial, where are you going to go?
May 8th, 2019.
What was that?
When we met.
Oh, so that's amazing. I love that.
I'd go to the
So
future.
I don't know if you guys have it over there. I'm assuming they still do, but do you guys, what's your favorite drink? Like non-alcoholic, what's your favorite drink?
We tried water.
Well, I mean, okay, water's good. But I was thinking more like, are you a Coke or a Pepsi person?
Oh,
Okay. You know what I do.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, Pepsi.
Pepsi's amazing. Yay. All right. So raise your hand if you like Pepsi. Raise your hand if you like Pepsi. Raise your hand if you like Coke.
I like them both. Did you know Coke?
I don't.
What kind of Coke?
I don't at all.
Did you know Coke?
I heard that. The drink.
Did you know that Coke?
I'd go in the hot tub time machine and go back to the early versions of Coke.
What'd you say, Brian?
Did you guys know that the soda Coke can rust a nail? That's how
You can
much.
rust your nails, your
Rust-
fingernails.
Rust a nail. You know, like a nail that you hammer.
Oh, that kind of nail. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
We normally just rub it on our teeth.
Yikes.
Dive into it head first. Yeah. Just old school.
We're joking. We're joking.
I think that long drive did something to them.
Yeah, 2 hours.
The little giddy. Getting a little giddy.
Some say CDD, but
So where can people find you on your social medias, if you could like to plug that
Google.
in?
Just Google Dead Empire. We pop up everywhere.
Awesome. But also make sure you put in the
NZ.
Yes. NZ. Yes.
Yeah, otherwise you find a band from New York.
That's true.
NZ, New Zealand. So Dead Empire, New Zealand. Yeah. And we've got a link tree. I don't know, you guys don't really use link tree there. That's all of our socials. So Dead Empire NZ through link tree. Is that right, Nat?
Yeah,
link tree. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you go on there, it's got t-shirts that you guys can buy, and you can buy 5 each.
Customize them.
We've even got our PayPals. If you want to send us money, it's even better.
There you go. Good
Links
thought.
to all our videos, it links to everything. So,
and
yeah,
there's even a special place for feet pics from Kane.
Say it again.
You can even buy feet pics from Kane.
Well, we'll do it.
Oh, pics. Yeah. I can make jewelry, and Teresa can also make you some jewelry with the earrings and the necklaces.
Mm-hmm. I have a jewelry line as well, and I make merchandise for bands. Not just your normal like t-shirts and stuff. It's like actual jewelry, like earrings, necklaces, bracelets, rings. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's talented.
Cool.
Very talented.
What's that called? Plug your. What? How do you find your jewelry?
How do you buy it?
By Rock and Roll Sweetheart. Yeah, designs by Rock and Roll Sweetheart. Unfortunately, my account got hacked not too long ago. So they took down my pages, my Rebel Heart page and my jewelry line page, but they're back up now. But that kind of ruined things for a little while. So, but I'm back up and running. So just hit me up if you guys are interested. I can send you some promos of like things that I've done, so you can see if you would ever be interested.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome. Oh, show some love. Woo. Love it. All right, guys, is there anything else you wanted to talk about or anything? I know you probably want to get a little bit of rest before you jump into your gig. But we do fully appreciate you coming to Front Row Promotions, and we would love to have you back, welcome you back, and also just come back and share with us what you've been up to.
Oh, awesome. And thank you so much for having us on.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Thanks so much for having us on your podcast.
You guys want to do the Dead Empire chant?
Who are we?
Who are we?
Dead Empire.
Who are we?
Dead Empire.
Empire.
Dead Empire.
They do that every night. They do that every night. So.
Oh,
I
love it.
And after they do that, then everybody wants an encore.
Encore.
And it's always on the song Dead Empire. It's like a protest song, so the crowd gets into it. It's good.
Oh, it's
got teeth. Yeah.
Absolutely. Teresa, you have anything else you want to say?
No, I just want to thank you, and I hope that you felt respected on the show and that everything was the way that you thought it would go.
Nah, Brian really offended me by saying we've got to open for him. That's just rude. Apart from that, it was great. You guys are great.
That damn Brian, I'm sick.
Damn it, damn it, Brian.
Brian, we've got
Go, Brian.
everyone has
It was
He
brutal.
does say
Oh
that.
shit.
We're
Well,
not
thanks,
talk-
like,
we're not
guys.
talking
You girls are great.
We're not talking
Yeah,
about my
thank you so
music. From
I can't
older
believe you
days.
asked the band if we like Coke. That was pretty out the gate, and I feel offended.
You guys, I could hang out with you all day long. This is so much
Don't-
fun.
Don't
But I know
never
you
feel
you have a
offended.
show to go to, and there you go. See that? Dead Empire on the hat. I love that. Absolutely.
I'm sure that Joel has a bucket list, so he doesn't have to work so damn much.
Yeah.
He works like 100 hours. I think.
Oh.
I think he sleeps on his lunch break.
Yeah.
So he's definitely ready to have the band at 100%.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Hey, thanks for all your help, guys. John included. Awesomeness.
You're welcome. And just hang tight. I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody out there, and then just hang tight, and we'll talk backstage, and then I'll let you all go.
Yeah, and if you're listening, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Like us on Facebook. Working on websites. New music coming. Check out our Spotify, Linktree, all that stuff. We got merch. Check us out. Show some support. Show some love for, just a small band here, and we're just trying to do our best to level up. So, thank you.
There you go. We love you from Front Row Promotions. We love you. Mwah.
Have a good gig, guys.
You too.
Rock out.
Thank you all for coming to Front Row Promotions. Support live music, music in the making, and music everywhere. You have been watching a lovely interview, this hardcore rock and roll with Dead Empire.
Front row promotion. Dead Empire with Front Row Promotion.
Coca-Cola.
Bye now.